Hello everyone, this is Ms. McKeel. For this week we are going to be talking about sleep. Sleep is essential. Sleep is essential for your body and mind to recharge after each day. Sleep allows your body to feel refreshed and alert for the next day. If we do not get sleep, we do not feel refreshed or alert. The circadian rhythm. The circadian rhythm is like an internal clock for your body. The circadian rhythm regulates your sleep cycle, controls when you feel tired and ready to sleep, or when you are awake and alert. The circadian rhythm runs all day, every day. It never stops. In other words, the circadian rhythm is what tells our bodies that we are tired and should be going to sleep, and also tells our body that we are supposed to be awake. The typical rhythm is for humans to sleep through the night and be awake during the day, but you can change your circadian rhythm, which is often seen when people work throughout the nights. They sleep through the day and are awake at night. There are many factors that can affect the circadian rhythm, but the examples that we are going to talk about are light, both artificial and natural. So natural light would come from the sun, and artificial would be light that comes from inside, or like lamps, or just your room lights, or etc. Jet lag is another example that can affect our circadian rhythm. If we cross from time zones that have significant time differences, it can be difficult for our bodies to adjust for a while to that new time zone. As I mentioned on the previous slide, working nights or shift work with a constantly changing sleep schedule would affect your circadian rhythm. Light is the most common factor that affects the circadian rhythm. So light. Your body uses light to determine when you should feel tired and ready to sleep. As natural light disappears in the evening, the body will release melatonin, a hormone that induces drowsiness. The body naturally creates melatonin, but melatonin is something that you can buy, and many people take it before bed to help them sleep throughout the night if they have trouble sleeping. It's like a boost to the melatonin that your body's already producing. When the sun rises in the morning, the body will release cortisol, which is a hormone that promotes energy and alertness. The stages of sleep. There are 4 stages of sleep. 3 of the stages are known as non-rapid eye movement, otherwise known as NREM, and the last stage, stage 4, is rapid eye movement, otherwise known as REM, or REM sleep. The 4 stages of sleep are simply called stage 1 non-REM, stage 2 non-REM, stage 3 non-REM, and then stage 4 would be REM sleep. So stage 1 non-REM. In stage 1 non-REM, this is where light sleep occurs. Stage 1 non-REM is where we transition from wakefulness to sleep. So this is when we're first falling asleep. In stage 1 non-REM, our muscles relax, our eye movement, breathing, and brain waves begin to slow down. Stage 1 non-REM typically lasts several minutes. Stage 2 non-REM. Stage 2 non-REM involves the heart rate and breathing to continue to slow down, and eye movement stops in this stage. Additionally, your body temperature will decrease. Stage 2 non-REM is where deeper sleep begins to occur. Stage 2 non-REM is typically the longest of the 4 sleep cycles. Stage 3 non-REM. Stage 3 non-REM is the stage that helps you feel refreshed and alert the next day. In stage 3 non-REM, your heartbeat, breathing, and brainwave activity will be at their lowest levels, and your muscles will be as relaxed as they can be. Stage 3 non-REM sleep will be longer in the first few cycles, but it will shorten as the night goes on throughout the cycles. Stage 4 REM sleep. The first REM stage will happen approximately 90 minutes after you fall asleep, and the duration of REM sleep will increase with each cycle throughout the night. REM stands for rapid eye movement. In this stage, your eyes will move back and forth quickly under your eyelids, hence the name rapid eye movement. During REM sleep, your breathing, heart rate, and blood pressure will increase again. During stage 4 REM, dreaming typically occurs. In fact, during REM sleep, your arms and legs will become paralyzed. Researchers believe that this occurs to prevent your body from acting out on your dreams. There are numerous studies that also link REM sleep to memory consolidation, which is the process of converting recently learned experiences into long-term memories. As you get older, the duration or length of REM sleep that you get decreases, resulting in you spending more time in the non-REM stages. Cycle repetition. The 4 stages of sleep, non-REM stage 1, non-REM stage 2, non-REM stage 3, and REM sleep will repeat throughout each cycle all night until you wake up. So one cycle is equal to stage 1 plus stage 2 plus stage 3 and plus REM sleep. On average, each cycle will last typically 90 to 120 minutes. Non-REM stages take up approximately 75 to 80% of each cycle, leaving REM sleep using about 20 to 25% of each cycle. Naps. We all love our naps. Anytime we fall asleep, our body begins the sleep cycle. If naps are not the appropriate length, it can affect our sleep cycles. Researchers have discovered that 5-minute naps are too short to allow our bodies to move into deep enough sleep to produce benefits from the nap. Naps that last 30 minutes or longer allow the body to enter slow wave deep sleep. Waking up from this sleep can leave you feeling groggy after you wake up. The ideal nap length lasts about 10 to 20 minutes, and these are often called power naps because they provide you recovery benefits without feelings of grogginess after. Recommended daily amount of sleep. As humans, our daily recommended amounts of sleep change as we age. Newborns need significantly more sleep than adults do. Newborns need 14 to 17 hours of sleep. If you are a teenage, 14 to 17, the daily recommended amount of sleep is 8 to 10 hours. If you are a young adult aged 18 to 25, the daily recommended amount of sleep shifts slightly to 7 to 9 hours. 7 to 9 hours is the recommendation for all adults up to the age of 65, and adults 65 and up have a daily recommendation of 7 to 8 hours. So there is a slight change there if you're 65 and up of 1 hour less. Why do we need to get enough sleep? Getting enough sleep is important for proper cognitive and behavioral functions. Not getting enough sleep can lead people feeling vulnerable to attention lapses, reduced cognition, delayed reactions, and mood shifts. Lack of sleep is also linked to a higher risk for certain diseases and medical conditions such as obesity, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, stroke, poor mental health, and early death. We need to make sure that we are taking care of our bodies to the best of our abilities. Getting enough sleep is just as important as eating healthy, not smoking, taking care of your hygiene, etc. Researchers have suggested that humans can build a tolerance to chronic sleep deprivation. Even though their brain and body are struggling due to a lack of sleep, a person who has built up a tolerance to chronic sleep deprivation may not realize that their body is struggling because less sleep actually feels normal to them. Just because it feels normal doesn't mean that your body won't develop the conditions that we discussed on the previous slide. Remember that if you are someone who says, "Oh, I'm used to only getting 3 or 4 hours of sleep," you're still harming your body even though you don't feel it. What can we do? Here are some tips to help you get enough sleep. The first one would be establish a realistic bedtime and stick to it every night. This includes the weekends too. The second tip is set your bedroom to a comfortable temperature and maintain it. Make sure your sleeping environment is comfortable. This would include your mattress, pillows, and sheets. And you can also try out a screen ban in your bedroom by not allowing computers, televisions, or cell phones in your bedroom, especially because those all produce light, and light can affect our sleep. You can also try to go without coffee, alcohol, and large meals leading up to your bedtime. Refrain from using tobacco at any time of the day or night. And you can also try exercise during the day. This will help you wind down in the evening and prepare for sleep. Sleep is something that we all struggle to get enough of at times. We are all trying to do so much, and the first thing that we cut back on to fit everything in during the day is sleep. We need to remember that sleep is just important to take care of your body, and by getting enough sleep, you are going to wake up feeling refreshed and alert, whereas if you cut back on your sleep, you are going to be unalert or unproductive during the day, and your body has the risk of developing some serious conditions.